Hey there, Heather. Hello, there's Jeff Carter Diamond. Welcome you to yet another Above the Rim college basketball season. We're doing the team pack for 92-93, and they have the seasons from 92 and 93. Well, the 91-92 and the 92-93 season, which I kind of didn't expect. So we have ourselves 56 teams in this one. So each school that had both the 92 and 93 teams got in the perfect thing, and then we went through each school with one to see how good they are, and we got ourselves down to 56. So the preliminary round and all that will be one game. First preliminary round match will be UTEP versus Virginia. 92 UTEP, 93 Virginia. UTEP shocking a lot of people by getting to the quarterfinals. And they nip Virginia 80-79. 24 points from Stuart Maxey with 18. This was UTEP's first quarterfinals appearance in real life till 1966. 22 points from Alexander, 24 for Smith. Jeffrey's only 4 points. 92 Pepperdine versus 92 Georgetown. See, Georgetown gets shocked 63-61 by Pepperdine. These schools, Pepperdine just like to make surprises. They did the last tournament. 18 from there, Doug Christie, the future Raptor, was 16. Church was 16. Alonzo Mourning with only 9 points in 16 minutes. Well, he had 4 fouls. That doesn't help. So, anyway, next up will be 93 North Carolina versus 92 Syracuse. You know, North Carolina, the champs in 93. And they crushed Syracuse, who didn't really have much of a memorable lineup. 28 from Johnson, but that was it. Eric Montrose, 17. There's Brian Reese. There's George Lynch with 11. Rodo and Phelps. Williams, 18 points in 22 minutes off the bench from the eventual MVP in the Final Four. That's from 9 points in 8 minutes. Arkansas, my boys from 93, the team that made the quarterfinals but failed, will face Vanderbilt and fail again. Vanderbilt. 27 from Scotty Furman. Stewart with 9 points. Hawkins with 3. McDaniel with only 6. So, well, 0 for 7 from 3-point line helps. Corliss Williams had 8 points on the bench in 24 minutes. Scotty Furman was a power forward. Well, that sucked. Vanderbilt getting them 24 from Elder, 22 from Billy McCaffrey, the transfer from Duke. Well, that just sucks. Kind of blows the wind out of my sails. 92 Oklahoma State versus 92 LSU with Shaq. And Shaq is a one and done in this tournament. OK State wins 83-72, 21 from Houston. Big Country, 2 points in 10 minutes. He had 4 fouls. Sudden. 16 from Anderson off the bench. Shaq, 11 points in 10 minutes. He had 5 fouls. You idiot, you can't. Got out of the game. 92 Kansas, 92 Georgia Tech. You know, Kansas made the Final Four somehow. No, sorry, they lost to UTEP in the second round. And Georgia Tech won the second round matchup against USC with James Forrest's shot. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. And Kansas does take down Georgia Tech. 20 from Pauly, 19 from Jordan. Jameson, not that Anton Jameson. Alonzo Jameson with 6 points. Rex Walters with 14. Nash and Richie. Craig Ostertech, 2 points in 6 minutes. Georgia Tech, 19 from Best. Mackey and Forrest trying their best, 13 and 15 points. Geiger, John Barry, also in the NBA. Iron Newbill came into the NBA. Western Kentucky, Missouri. And Missouri wins 107-62. 26 from Peeler, 21 from Booker. Coleman, 27 points in 29 minutes. Coleman. Anthony Peeler, 26. Bell was 16. '93 Arizona that got upset in the first round by Santa Clara will take on George Washington with Yinkadari, and Arizona wins 82-62. 17 from Mills, 15 from Khalil Reeves. Also 12. David Stoudemire, 9 minutes, no points. 13 from Moses, 11 from Holland for George Washington. Yeah, Yinkadari, 4 fouls. That'll hurt you every time. UCLA, California. Well, the Battle of California. 92 LA against 93 Cal with Kidd. Jason Kidd, Hey, Jason, you won 87.85. Get 12 points in 34 minutes. 19 from Hendrick. Lamont Murray, 13. 18 from Tarver. Don McClay with 13. Tracy Berry with 9. Eddie with 11 to 15 minutes. New Mexico State against BYU. I think Sean Bradley played for that team. And New Mexico State wins. No, Sean Bradley didn't. That was not Bradley. 21 from Sanderson, though. Reed, Leak, and Benjamin. New Mexico State with the win. Santa Clara with Steve Nash against 92 DePaul. And Steve Nash loses. 78-64 to DePaul. 20 from Howard. 15 from Booth. 19 from Schmitz. Nash, 26 minutes off the bench for 10 points, but he wasn't the main guy. It was Woolery and Schmitz. Shame. Utah versus Oklahoma. 93 Utah, 92 Oklahoma. And Oklahoma wins 86-82. 25 from Webster, 21 from Sallier, 20 from Grant. That right in Hamilton. 92 Tulane, 92 Miami, Ohio with Serbiak. All right, 92 Tulane, 92 Miami, Ohio. And Tulane with the win. 18 from Whitmore, 14 from Lewis. Kramer, 11 points. It was 23. No, sir. I thought Serbiak was on that team. It's not. 92 Houston against 93 Michigan. You know, the Fab Four, the Fab Five. I didn't know which one I wanted, other than the 92 or 93 team that lost, but the 93 team was better. They weren't freshmen. And they beat Houston 76-73. 23 from Mac. Church with 6. 21 from C. Webb. Jackson 12. Juwan Howard 3. Jimmy King 11. Jerry Lewis 13. Palenka 2 points in 13 minutes. Dobbins. Yeah. Dobbins. 93 Rhode Island versus 93 Seton Hall. Seton Hall crushed Rhode Island, only giving them 44 points, and nobody got double digits on that team. Seton Hall 23 from DeHare, 18 from Walker, 15 from Karshnovis. This was the PJ Charismal team. 92 Louisville versus 93 Iowa, and the final was Iowa winning 82-76. 23 from AC Earl, future Raptor. 13 from Morden, 13 from Minor, Sullivan with 12. 92 Michigan State, 93 Selvern. And MSU with the win. 20 from Poplawski, Sean Resper with 13, Selico with 14. 23 from White, 18 from Scales. So Michigan State with the win. New Orleans takes on LV. Can LV pull it out? Sure they can. New Orleans tried. 13 from Simon, 10 from Irvin Johnson. Not Magic Johnson, but a different Irvin Johnson. 21 from Spencer, 17 from Boney. Isaiah Ryder had 13 points. '92 Cincy versus '92 UConn, both decent teams in '92. Cincy made the Final Four, right? I think they did. Well, they beat Con, 25 from Jones. Penn Axel with only 11 points and 4 fouls. Corey Blunt there, too. 17 from Smith, 11 from Sellers. Donnie Marshall and Scott Burrell playing there. USC versus Ohio State battled 92. So Ohio State did well, but SC wins 82-71. Harold Baby Jordan Minor with 37 points. Point to Cooper 10. 15 from Jackson, 15 from Brown. So yeah, Jim Jackson doing his job. Gent. Funderburg also played for Sacramento. 92 Indiana versus 93 Illinois. Classic rivalry, Indiana lost. 20 from Cheney, 17 from Graham. Henderson with 8. And Jamie Berry with 6. But Illinois wins 26 from Thomas. He only had 3 points. 93 Temple versus 93 Xavier. And Bill Cosby will not be happy as Xavier wins 63-53. 19 from Brian Grant. 13 from Williams. 19 from Brunson. 10 from Eddie Jones for Temple. Wonder what John Chaney thought of that. 93 UMass versus 92 Evansville. And it will be Evansville with the win 88-80. 21 from Casimir. 21 from Barbie. With a deal up, but you'll see like Marcus can be coming soon enough. At 92 Duke winning the championship versus 93 Wake Forest. And Duke will win 82-66. 22 from Leitner, 20 from Hurley, 11 from Hill. Grant Thomas Hill with 9. Cherokee Parks with 12 points. Antonio Lane off the bench. Ast, 5 minutes for Bast. 15 off the bench for Lucas. Rodney Rogers only 13 points. Randolph Childress only 6. Down to the final 32. New Mexico State Xavier. And Xavier will move on to the Sweet 16. 28 points for Brian Grant. 17 from Leak. 92 Oklahoma State versus 92 Pepperdine. And OK State with the win 89-64. 22 from Houston, 16 from Williams. Big Country Reeves also put up some numbers. 17 from Lear. Doug Christie, 11 points. 93 Michigan, 93 Vanderbilt, who I think qualified, right? I don't know. Michigan? What? Michigan, wow. Michigan upset by Vanderbilt. 25 from C-Web, 16 from Howard. And that was not enough. 24 from Billy McCaffrey. Lost in 12. Vanderbilt. Really? 92 Bama, 92 Kentucky, battle of the SEC. And it goes Alabama's way, 88-84. 27 from Robinson, 24 from Moore. Sprewell, 14, Ori, 12. Right, no points. 28 from Mashburn. Fieldhouse with 9. Yeah, wait, Arkansas lost, right? Yeah, we lost to Vanderbilt. Of all teams. Cincy versus East Tennessee State, who I think got qualified. Cincy wins 81-70. East Tennessee tried their best. Telford and Dennis. 14 from Jones. Van Exel at 18 and 26 minutes off the bench. Cincy East Tennessee. Got Arizona 93 versus 92 Missouri. And Arizona wins 90-66. 24 from Mills. 13 from Anthony Peeler in a great battle. David Steinberg, 6 points as a starter. Blair, 18 points on the bench. 92 Duke, 93 Illinois. Duke crushing Illinois. 25 from Leitner, 15 from Thomas Hill. Davis Lang and Hurley doing their job. 13 from Keene. 92 LV versus 92 DePaul. And LV with the win, 79-60. 22 from Isaiah. Love was 6. 13 by Boot. '92 Oklahoma versus 93 Seton Hall. And Seton with the win, 94-70. So 30 from Daher, Kandrashas, 19 points. 28 from Price, Brad Price. Short bench doesn't really work that well. Michigan State, Memphis from 92. And Memphis with the win, 69-63. Penny Hardaway, 16 points. 15 from Sean Respert. Washington, 17 points. Radishes better. Tulane versus Iowa, battled 92. And Iowa crushing Tulane. 24 from Earl, 24 from Barnes, 20 from Moses. Reed with 22. UTEP 92 versus 93 Purdue. Big Dog. And UTEP wins 75-68. Great job. Robinson did score 17 points in 28 minutes. 4 fouls. So Darner dove. St. John's 93 against 93 FSU with Sam Cassell. And Charlie Ward. Florida State beat St. John's. 24 from Keene off the bench. 27 for Bob Sura. He also went to the NBA alongside Cassell and Charlie Ward, who was the Heisman Trophy winner and chose basketball for football. You don't see that every day. 93 Cal versus 92 SC. You got Mr. Kidd versus Minor. And it's Mr. Kidd, 77-74. 21 from Kidd, 21 from Lamont Murray, 17 from Harold Minor. 92 Kansas, 93 Iowa. Iowa beats Kansas 77-61. 16 from Walters, 14 from Pauly. Jamison with 7. Yeah, Iowa 22 from Earl and 16 from Barnes. Oh, geez, Iowa got 2 teams in? Damn it, I screwed up. They weren't supposed to have 2 teams. I just saw that. I was like, shit. 93 North Carolina, the champs against 92 Evansville. They beat Evansville. 11 from Hupman, but 14 Montrose and Williams. Basically, it was a team effort. Rotto, 11 points in 19 minutes off the bench. Yeah, Iowa had 2 teams. It wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, 93 Xavier, 92 Oklahoma State in the Sweet 16. And OK State will move on to the quarters. 19 from Houston, 19 from Williams. Bryant Leafs doing his job too. 28 from Brian Grant. 93 Arizona, 92 Duke. Duke, the champs, will fall to Arizona. Wow, I thought for sure they were going to win. 20 from Hill, 15 from Leitner. Had a few problems, but yeah. Reeves with 20, Damon with 22. Yeah, Santa Clara doesn't stand in their way. 92 Bama, 93 Cal. Ori versus Kidd. And in the end, it was Jason Kidd, 85-83. Ori and Spreewell tried their best for Bama, but they failed. 26 from Lamont Murray. Kidd had 13 points, 8 assists. 93 Seton Hall versus 93 Iowa. In the end, it was Seton who will move on to the quarterfinals. 88-74, 30 from DeHare. Earl 26, Looking Bill 20. Seton Hall. 93 North Carolina, 92 Iowa. North Carolina. Wow, it was close. They had to come back in the second half. 20 from Eric. Ledge with 13. 19 from Moses. AC Earl with 15. North Carolina. Poor Iowa. I feel so bad for them. 93 Vanderbilt. 92 UTEP. UTEP will win. So UTEP beats Vanderbilt. 82-71. UTEP, the surprise team in 92. Van Dyke and Stewart. 15 from Lawson. 14 from England. McCaffrey with only 13. Haha. '92 LV, 92 Memphis. And LV will move on to the quarterfinals. 23 from Spencer, 20 from Ryder. Yeah, LV was the team that actually was supposed to be in the tournament. Well, they got the 1 year suspension because of the improper benefits. Yeah, LV moves on. Cincy, Florida State. And overtime heroics for Cincy, 94-91. 23 from Van Axel, 18 from Jones. Martin for 15. 25 from Edwards, Surrey Castle, 13-12. So we're on to the quarterfinals. Cincy will face LV in the battle of 92s. So 1-1 tie. And it's Cincy winning against LV to get to the semifinals. 26 from Jones, 20 from Spencer. Yeah. I say Ryder, no points in 10 minutes. And it doesn't help that he fouled out with 5 fouls. So Cincy will make the semifinals. 93 Arizona, 93 Seton Hall. And it was a win for Arizona to get to the semifinals. 27 from Mills, 13 from Steinmeier. 24 from DeHara. He did pretty well. 10 for 20 points, but Arizona wins. We're going to the semis. 93 North Carolina, 93 Cal. So it's basically, yeah, those 2 teams. And there's a sweep. And North Carolina crushes Cal. 23 from Lamont Murray. Jason get 2 points, 8 rebound assists. 24 from Lynch. Montrose 8. Donald Williams with 12 points. Basically, it was a team effort for North Carolina to get to the Final Four. Battle of the 92s. Oklahoma State to UTEP. And Oklahoma State will get to the semifinals, 58-56. So Alexander Sutton, Reeves to 6. 24 from Maxey. So 93 North Carolina versus 92 Cincy, and 93 Arizona versus 92 Oklahoma State. I know North Carolina went to the Final Four. Cincy did too. Arizona and Oklahoma State did not. Because of that, whoever loses North Carolina, Cincy will take third. Third. North Carolina crushes Cincy in the fine powder. The 92 Bearcats, number 3. 35-62 North Carolina. 17 from Flitch, 15 from Reese. All around good team. Hunt Jones 15, Buford 13. Van Axel only played 15 minutes. But yeah, North Carolina sweeps. Well, it's because of Cincy's prowess. They did it. Arizona Arizona beats Oklahoma State. The 92 Oklahoma State squad will now take fourth. Well, Big Country took third in 94, but the 92 team loses Arizona 18 from Mills O's David Stoudemire's in the final. So that's good for Raptor fans. Now let's take a look. The 93 Wildcats, they beat George Washington, Missouri. They took out the 92 Duke squad, then Seton Hall, then Oklahoma State. Chris Mills and David Stoudemire. North Carolina. Yeah, Iowa got 2 teams. They beat Syracuse, Evansville, Iowa, Cal with Jason Kidd, and Cincy with Nick Van Axel. So you have George Lynch and Eric Montross and Derek Phelps. Who will be the champ? Who will get a top 16 seed? Well, that was not too hard. North Carolina sweeps Arizona in the fine powder. So the 93 North Carolina Tar Heels beat the 93 Arizona Wildcats. So North Carolina. That's the third North Carolina school to win. The 84, the 83 squads won their things. Now North Carolina 93 wins. So that's 3 North Carolina schools in the top 16. Indiana's got 2. Oh, Indiana's got 3. So Indiana and North Carolina are going to have some good matchups. Anyway, 95-96. Well, North Carolina sweeps Arizona. Stats wise. 14.7 from Montrose, 14.4 from Lynch, and 12.5 from Reese. Yeah, Phelps, Montrose, and Lynch. But yeah, like Scott Cherry even started a game. Mills 18.8, Clear 11.6. Yeah, they got some big ones. Blair and Gary even started a few games. Rigdon and Bohannon. But yeah, North Carolina easily wins the 4 straight. That was a little too easy, don't you think? Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.